This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Delighted to be joined by Stephen Robinson.
All right.
USSR Stephen Robinson.
USSR Robinson.
You still going with that, mate?
I am, definitely. It's
For the viewers that don't know, and they'll probably work it out straight away,
Yeah.
can you explain it?
Yeah, so basically my mum and Dolph Lundgren had sexual intercourse in 1990, and then I come along and he ran away and owes us a lot of Christmas and birthdays and CSA. So if anybody who's watching knows Dolph, tell me hit us up. Nah, basically it comes from the whole. We used to travel and it would be like, oh, it's Ivan Drago, oh, there's Ivan Drago, and it was a good gimmick to have, so we've just kept it.
It is a good gimmick. Are you prepared for your whole career in boxing to be known as Ivan Drago?
Yeah, I don't mind. It's not a bad lookalike. I've had worse. I've had Prince Harry, so I don't mind. I don't mind Ivan Drago. It's a good lookalike to have.
It is. Stephen Robinson, the boxer. Again, for anybody that's not aware, we're aware. Obviously, being local lads, we've seen your fights. Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I got into boxing. Off just being a little fat kid. So, well, not a fat kid, but I played at a high level of football. Was over in Hong Kong, snapped the ligaments in my ankle in 2014. Come back, joined a local gym at 133 kilo just to lose weight after playing football and training constantly, and joined the gym. And 6.5 years later, I'm in a fortunate position where I'm in my third pro fight. I've signed a massive contract with Sky Sports. I've sparred with a world champion. I've won amateur belts. I've won amateur tournaments. I've been in a final of an ABAs. 44 fights in, and I'm a massive believer if you can do anything. Put your mind to it, and dedicate yourself to something, whether that be sport, whether that be a new job role, anything. If you believe in yourself, you can do it. So, and I'm a perfect example of that. Any dream can come true, and I'm just about to walk out in front of 12,000 of my own fans.
Absolutely, mate. Before we come on to that, is it fair to say you left the amateurs and turned pro a little bit disillusioned? Yeah.
I got a massive bad decision against us, and I'm not talking. Listen, I'm the first to hold my hands up and say I got beat. I got beat fair and square. I lost 6 amateur fights. 4 of them I comfortably got beat, and I'll hold my hands up. One of them, controversial, had the guy down in the first round. Got a standing 8 count. How that works when that's a 10-8 round, I don't know. But regardless of that, but the ABA's final, something as big as that, to then get a decision against you where it wasn't even close, to lose on a split decision, that was me done. We haven't just seen it at the low level of amateur, we've seen it at the Olympics, we've seen it with Conlon. We've seen it at top level of the sport, and I thought to myself, I'm not prepared to wait another year and for this to happen again.
Glad to turn pro though. Good decision. Enjoyed it so far?
Definitely, yeah. Obviously, the last 18 months have been horrible, but not just for me, for anybody, mentally, physically, psychologically. But I'm in a fortunate position with an unbelievable team around us. That comes from friends, family, sponsorships, manager, coach, and they've kept me going. They've kept us, they've kept the fire burning, and that fire is ready to explode.
And it's on October the 16th. How much is it going to mean to you, mate, so early in your career, to have such a big show on Sky at the arena?
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, for my first show to be at Newcastle Arena for Sky Sports, you couldn't write that. Do you know what I mean? It's unbelievable, and the fact that it's happened so soon from turning over with Sky to pretty much being told 10 weeks you're fighting in Newcastle Arena, it's where what dreams are made of. And, I remember being in Newcastle Arena when I was sort of 8-year-old watching the wrestling, thinking, wow, I want to one day. And I remember saying to my mum, I want to one day be on that stage. Even 2 years ago, sitting watching Disney on Ice, thinking I'd love to be there. Do you know what I mean? And you know, now I am there. Now I'm going to be walking out in front of 11,000 fans, and even not just fans for me, but to be on the same shows with some unbelievable talent, with Savannah, you know, with Lewis Ritson, Huey Fury. Then you've got the up and coming talent with Michael and Georgia and April and Mark. It's an unbelievable show, and it shouldn't be missed by anyone.
Absolutely, it's turning into a proper little hotbed of boxing up here, isn't it?
Definitely.
Good to be part of it.
Definitely. I mean, you know, we've got Olympic medalists. You know, I think Newcastle's always been a hotbed, but it's been overlooked for some reason.
That's right.
Newcastle gets massively overlooked, and you know, we're such a good community. And the thing is, it doesn't matter what sport comes up in Newcastle, it'll have a massive following. I think with Newcastle, you know, very rarely are we silver spoon-fed. We're just a bunch of tough kids from the streets who have learned to fight off, you know, stopping the kid pinching your milk money in year 11 when you're in year 7. I think you know, and anybody who's in a gym is in a gym to get off the streets, and that, you know, that's the beauty of Newcastle. And it's not just Newcastle. There's a lot of places like that, and you know, we're a very, very tough city, and I'm so glad that now it's starting to get recognised.
Good man, well said. Here. You can tell by the accent.
Yeah.
Do you know who you're fighting on October 16th, Steve?
We've had a couple of names put forward. We've accepted them names, and we're just waiting to find out whether or not the proposal to them is accepted by them. Listen, you know, my first pro fight, the kid had 6, won 4, lost 2. My second pro fight, he had 1, won 1. So I've never been scared to fight somebody, and I'm not scared now, because I need to see what level I'm at. I need to know by the time I'm 8, 9 and 0, I want to be fighting for a title. I wouldn't be doing the sport if I was happy to be sitting on small hole shows, every few months and living the lifestyle and saying, oh, look at me, I'm a professional boxer. Then I'm in the wrong sport for the wrong reasons. I'm in the sport to build a legacy for me, for my family, for my followers, for everyone who's supported us from day one. I'm in the sport to build a legacy. Do I believe that can happen? Yeah. And what I've done in 6.5 years, from when I walked into a boxing gym, what can I do in another 6.5 years? And that's the way I look at it. So,
what's the ultimate ambition for you, Steve?
Listen, by the time I'm 8-0, I want a 12-rounder title fight, whether that be for a European, whether that be for a Commonwealth, Intercontinental, British, English. 8-0. But the issue is, once you're there's no going back down to there.
Aye.
And what we've got in place now is I've had 3 4-rounders. The next 2 will be 6-rounders. The next 2 after that will be 8-rounders. Then that's when I start to look at. That's when I'm there. Because, like I say, you can't come back down to there. You have to keep rising. So by the time I'm on 7-0, touch wood, which I know I will be, by the time I'm 7-0, then it's, that's when I can start to look at calling people out, looking for titles, because it's not in my nature to start to, listen, I could sit here now and say, I want such and such, I want this kid, I want that kid, look like a dick, look like, but that's not me. Do you know what I mean? I let these do the talking, not this, and they will. Because everyone will say that on the 16th of October, and then once I'm a household name, once I've built myself up, the fights will just come. I don't have to call people out; they'll be calling me out, and that's what I want.
Good man, there will be. Steve, last one, just a clarion call. Why should people come along to the arena on October the 16th?
Listen, Sky Sports and Boxer are doing things, they're doing bits, and Sky Sports it's been going for however long, and sign up to Sky Sports, it doesn't matter whether you're a boxing fan, you're a football fan, you're a Formula 1 fan, cricket fan, you've got everything. The arena is going to be an absolute everybody's been locked up for 18 months. It's the first boxing show that the arena's held, not just to come and see me, but to see Huey Fury, Savannah Marshall for a title, Lewis Ritson, in the up and coming Newcastle prospect, and I think the atmosphere will be absolutely electric, and it always is in Newcastle, especially with Lewis Ritson there.
Right.
And you know, it's going to be a really exciting night for boxing. And on top of that, you know, as I say, everybody's been locked up for 18 months, so get yourself a ticket, get yourself there, and then get yourselves out afterwards. It's really going to be a good night, and like I say, that's not just me saying it to sell tickets, because that's not the case at all. It really is going to be an unbelievable night of boxing.
It will be. It always is for you, Stephen. I hope this is the first of many interviews, mate.
Same.
With
Thank
the journey.
You very much. Appreciate it. Thank
you take care. Thanks,
Yes,
Stephen Robinson.
Appreciate that. Thank you.